Wait, that's you? No, you both here back on my channel again. Well, I like it. Here we're getting on. Come back next time too. And don't just come back. Bring a friend. Bring two friends. Three friends. And like that, I can got more company. Right? When they're teaching these lessons. You understand? Alright. So for today's lesson, we're going to be focusing on vowels. Vowels are going to be a crucial part of learning your pronunciation, since that the pronunciation of many words stem from vowel sounds, right? As usual, we got bigger on splash right through for these images that you can see in this PowerPoint presentation. You see me? Mm. All right, so the vowels in French here are A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. All right, one more time. A, E, I, O, U. All right. I know some people are already asking, where this man got dashes there at the bottom there next to that you there? All right, so I can explain. It's very simple. It's very simple. This sound, the sound of this vowel does not exist in the English language. U. U, that sound, it doesn't exist in the English language. Therefore, this is a sound that you're going to have to listen to frequently and get accustomed to hearing it and get accustomed to practicing it. This one does not, I can't think of an English equivalent that you can find in English to figure out how to pronounce this particular sound. As you can see with O, E, and A, right? These are written representations of how these vowels would sound in the English language, right? So again, we have A, E, I, O, U, right? So those are the vowels, right, in French. So we're also going to look at the variation of the vowels. The variations are basically, um, as you can see here, we have the vowels, but in some cases you see the they have different accents, right? Accent grave, accent circumflex, right? As you can see, even though there are accents on the A, it doesn't change the sound. So we have a, a, right? All of these three A's are pronounced a, right? So it's a, a. So as you can see, the accent does not change the pronunciation, right? Usually for, I would say probably for most vowels, the accent doesn't change the pronunciation except for when there's an accent on E's, right? So let's look at the E's here. So as we went through the vowels, which are A, E, I, O, U, right? For right, with no accent, it's pronounced as you can hear, right? However, when you have accent aigu, accent acute, I believe we say in English, it's just pronounced E. As you can see, the accent is from the left, moving from the left, sorry, from the right, moving to left, right? So that gives you an A pronunciation like the word de, say, pay, etc. Right? Then here we have the accent circumflex, right? Accent circumflex. Um, this is pronounced eh. Like sometimes we say in Barbados, "Was that you said?" Right? "Was that you said?" And I think Jamaicans kind of say the same thing. What you said, right? Is that eh pronunciation, which can also be found in words like bet, right? Bet, right? Bet. So you hear the eh sound in that English word bet. This accent grave, right? E with this accent from going from left to right, right? This accent grave, right, is pronounced eh. So this accent also changes the pronunciation, right? Then here we have E, I is pronounced E, right? E. And as you can see, there is a accent circumflex on this I, and it's still pronounced E, right? Only with the E's here, right? The French E's, when there is an accent, they change the sound of the words e, right? But here, with I, which is pronounced E, very is very strange. It would be strange to us that I is being pronounced as E. I know, but bear with me. So, right. So I in French is pronounced as E. Even when there's an accent on the I, it's still pronounced as E. Well, accent circumflex, right? And you can see Y is also a variation of an I because it gives the same pronunciation. E, right? Then we have O, 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 right? You see, it's kind of the same in French and English, right? Even with the accent, it's still O, right? O. Now, for our favorite little friend here, the sound that does not exist in English. U, 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 right? Even when there's an accent circumflex, it is still pronounced U, right? U. So we have, let's start from the top. A, A, accent grave, is still A. A, accent circumflex, is pronounced also as A. This is E, 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 I, 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 O, O, U, U. All right, from the top we have A, 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 right? E, 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 I, 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 O, O, U, U. All right, so now we are going to look at some words that contain these vowels. All right, so we can practice a little pronunciation. All right, so now we have papa, là-bas, at, right? Again, papa, là-bas, at. Encore une fois. Papa, là-bas, at. And here we have je, parler, pêche, des. Je, parler, pêche, des. You can hear the eh in pêche, pêche. Can you hear it? All right. So we have je, parler, pêche, des. And here we have ici, abîmer, cyclisme. Ici, abîmer, cyclisme. Photo, hôpital. Photo, hôpital. Photo, hôpital. Then down here we have tu, du, tu, du, tu, du. All right. Let's continue with some other words. Ça, voilà, gâteau. Ça, voilà, gâteau. Ça, voilà, gâteau. Then with E, and with this E, the E I'm saying in English, but in French this is E, right? This is A, and with E, now we have ceci, right? And with the variations, as you know, when there is an accent on the E, right, it's going to create a different sound. So now we have désolé, désolé, même, très, ceci, désolé, même, très, ceci, désolé, même, très. All right. So now we're going on to E, right? Because you know, as we just went through, in French, they pronounce the I as E. So now we have idée, dîner, il y a. Idée, dîner, il y a. Idée, dîner, il y a. Il y a. Sorry, il y a. You know, you can just play around with the pronunciation and stuff when we're practicing, you know, so we can have a little fun, you know. So, on to the next vowel, we're going to be looking at O now. So we have vélo, hôtel, vélo, hôtel, vélo, hôtel. Last but not least, for U, right? The U in French, we have vendu, flûte, vendu, flûte, vendu, vendu, flûte. All right. So now we have letter combination that makes vowels, letter combinations that make vowel sounds. So, right, these letter combinations also make vowel sounds. As you can see, these letter combinations also makes the sounds of the variations that we looked at. So for right, without any accent, right, you have EU, which is also pronounced EUT, which is also pronounced obviously, because as we would have went through before, T at the end of any word is usually silent, right? And then we have as well because X is also silent. So these are letter combinations that make the vowel sound, and letter combination for the A vowel sound, we have ER, right? We have EZ, we have ET, and we have ED, right? All of these are pronounced E. You would remember words or in particular verbs, ER verbs, verbs that end in ER, right? So whenever you see a ER at the end of a verb, just note that it's pronounced E, right? EZ, you find this in vowel conjugations, A, ET, A, ED, E, right? So, letter combinations that create the vowel sounds, right? Create the vowel sound is AI, right? AIS, right? Because let's not forget that S also is silent at the end of words. AIT, right? T is also silent at the end of words. And ENT is silent also. So here we have AIENT, right? And the ENT is silent, right? Silent in verbs. The ENT is silent in verbs, right? In verb conjugations. So all of these create the sound eh, 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 right? All right. There are also other sounds that gives you the S sound. So you have EST, ES, EI, ET, right? EST, ES, EI, ET. All right. For letter combinations that create the O sound, you have AU, AUX, right? Because X is silent at the end of words. EAU is also pronounced O. EAUX, right? So all these create the O sound. All of these here create the S sound. All of these here create the S sound as well. All of these letter combinations create the A sound, and all of these letter combinations create the E sound. So let's look at some examples. Okay, so for E, we have je, veux, feu. Écoutez bien. Je, veux, feu. Right? As you can see, these letter combinations here contain the sound. Right? So now let's look at the variation of with accent aigu, which is pronounced et, levé, assis, et, acier, levé, assis, et, acier. Encore une fois, lever, acier et acier. All right. For e, we have dirait, ferait, serait, irait. Dirait, ferait, serait, irait. Dirait, ferait, serait, irait. All right. Continuing, we have il est, tu es, 13 poulets. Il est, tu es, 13 poulets. Il est, tu es, 13 poulets. All right. And for O, we have noyau, taux, beau, Bordeaux. Noyau, taux, beau, Bordeaux. Écoutez bien. Noyau, taux, beau, Bordeaux. Bordeaux. All right. As you can hear the O sound, even though it's AU. Just keep in mind, these are letter combinations. AU, AUX, EAU, EAUX. All of these make the sound O. Sound of the vowel O. Right? Let's continue. All right. Some other words. So here for E, we have bleu, peu, yeux. Bleu, peu, yeux. Bleu, peu, yeux. For E accent aigu, we have nager, soyer, et piller. Nager, soyer, et piller. Nager, soyer, et piller. For E, we have balai, anglais, lait, venait, veste, restaurant, neige, cabinet. Balai, anglais, lait, venait, veste, restaurant, restaurant, neige, cabinet. Encore une fois, balai, anglais, lait, venait, veste, restaurant, neige, cabinet. And for O, we have aussi, faux, bureau, chapeau. Aussi, faux, bureau, chapeau. And you know what time it is now. Ha ha. Reading practice, yeah, that reading practice. Reading practice, get some reading practice, yeah. Reading practice, you gotta get your reading practice in all the time. After these lessons, you understand how you gonna perfect your pronunciation. Huh? Tell me, all right? You know how it goes. I am going to lead. I'm going to lead the reading, and after, right? Then you can read the passage. So I'm going to read first, right? And then it's going to be your turn, right? C'est parti. Allô, Nico? Je suis désolé d'avoir manqué ton appel, mais je me douchais quand tu m'appelais. Ma copine va arriver chez moi très bientôt. Dès son arrivée, on ne va pas tarder à partir car on va dîner au restaurant à Bordeaux qui s'appelle Paradis. Le restaurant, le restaurant n'est pas très loin d'ici. Donc, j'ai décidé d'y aller à pied. J'ai tellement hâte de savourer la nourriture là-bas et passer du temps avec Nathalie. Ok? Alors, c'est à vous, mes étudiants. Now it's your turn to read. Right? So, at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. C'est parti. Okay. Now, you see, it wasn't that hard. The more and more practice you get, the better you will become. Just continue to practice and you will become better at pronunciation. Don't worry about the little mistakes that you make every now and then. Everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. Even French people at times make mistakes. So don't worry. It's all a part of the learning process. People who don't make mistakes, they don't learn. You learn from your mistakes. No one is perfect. All right. So that brings us to the end of our lesson. And as usual, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at theeasylanguage@gmail.com. And you already know, anytime you want to learn French, that easy. Just link up that easy language on the YouTube channel anytime you're ready. All right? Merci pour votre attention et à plus.